Hello, my name is Hunter, the movie reviewing pony, because when it comes to cinema, humans cannot be trusted. And welcome to the first rendition of the now aptly named Good or Bad. The review where I take the latest movies to hit the box office and critique them. Today's review takes us into the universe of everyone's favorite brand of interlocking construction bricks. Many refer to these massively popular bricks as Lego. And they are massively popular for a reason. They've been in business since the 40s and the applications for it are practically endless. Construction sets, games, TV shows that they should really cancel. It goes on and on. But of course, unlike every other massively popular franchise like Barbie or whatnot, you cannot let this slip by without making a movie. So, the Lego Movie. Good or bad? This movie probably holds some kind of record for having the most hype built up behind it. Trailers for this started early. They date back to as early as June 2013 with a set release date of 2014. It had a lot of names behind it too. Morgan Freeman, Will Ferrell, Liam Neeson. And that's just to name a few. But of course, you can't just look at this great big amazing thing and expect it to be good. You have to have some kind of skepticism behind it. And believe me, there was skepticism. With February being the month where movies go to die, there was a lot of speculation behind this movie. So the big question is, of course, good or bad? Did they live up to the hype? Yes, they did. Whether it's the effects, whether it's the comedy, whether it's that fucking song that you can't get out of your head. Everything is awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love this song.
It's cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome. It's hard to think of one thing that this movie doesn't fill with its everlasting charm. The villains are great, the story is awesome, and it's actually pretty damn original. I won't be spoiling anything this time, but it actually does have a really good plot twist towards the end of it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see it coming. The movie also has a very solid cast behind it, and it's actually enjoyable for older audiences. Some of these jokes are actually really funny.
Introducing the double-decker couch, so everyone could watch TV together and be buddies.
That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Let me handle this. That idea is just the worst.
They did seem to go out of their way to avoid the cliches most people would expect out of this movie, and I gotta give them credit for that. And the animation. Holy Celestia, the animation is fantastic in this movie. They seem to go out of their way to give it a bit of a stop-motion-y feeling throughout 99% of the movie, which is actually pretty unique. Couple that in with the fact that this movie's actually computer animated, they can do some pretty amazing things with it. And believe me, they do. Then there's the sets. Holy Celestia, the sets. It just makes you wish you had more Legos to work with. It's absolutely awesome to look at. Again, it goes back to the song, everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. So what's actually bad about this movie? Surely there's something. Well, okay, the frame-by-frame animation is actually sometimes difficult to look at. 98% of the time, it's pretty good to look at, but the other 2%, it can hurt your eyes. And I have massive eyes. Also, the movie wastes no time actually getting the adventure started. It has a very, very fast-paced opening. The introduction, while enjoyable, could have gone on for a little bit longer. It sort of adds a negative effect to the rest of the movie. It makes the rest of the film seem to drag on because you wanted to get your introductions out of the way so quickly. Don't get me wrong, it's still not a bad thing. It's still an amazing movie. But they could have spent a little more time at the beginning of the movie. Like, once the story actually gets going, the pacing does seem to slow down to a consistent pace which it retains for the rest of the film. However, this could also be considered a good thing. It pulls you into this universe. It shows you what it is. It says, hello, this is our movie. Sit down, shut the fuck up, and watch it. And you know what? It kinda works. So, what's my final verdict on this movie? 9.5. Rarely does a movie live up to the hype that it builds up, and this movie lived up to the hype. This is actually a movie I wouldn't mind seeing again in theaters, and that's something I rarely do with a movie. My advice, check this movie out. For a movie released in February, the month where movies go to die, this was actually really enjoyable. My name is Hunter, and this has been a Hunter Review.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome.